So when we look at building molecules and breaking them down, water is going to be a key factor. It's going to be important. So when we're building polymers, it's called a dehydration synthesis. So this occurs when we're building polymers, or you can look at it when we're joining monomers. So remember, as we build monomers, so if we say this is a monomer, we're going to add it together to build a polymer. What's going to happen is we're going to get water out of it, and that's called a dehydration synthesis. So here we have our monomer, and it could be any type of monomer. It could be an amino acid, it could be glucose for a carbohydrate, it could be a nucleic acid. So here we just have a monomer, and on our ends we have a hydrogen, and then we have an OH on this side. So when we go to combine these two, when we're wanting to build this macromolecule, we need this molecule to bind to this one. So we need it to bind here. So we have to get rid of this OH and this H. So when we get rid of those are going to come out, and that's going to form water, H2O. So here's a good illustration. We're adding these two monomers together. When you add it together, water comes out, and so it's a dehydration synthesis. So I think of it like a sponge. If you're to take a sponge and you squeeze it together, you're going to get water out of the sponge. So if we take these monomers and we're building them together or putting them together, we're going to get water out of it. So now on the opposite side, if we are wanting to split a polymer, it's called hydrolysis. So the name is helpful to remember this one. Lysis means to split, hydro means water, and so hydrolysis is we are splitting water. So here we start with what we had before. We have our polymer, we've got our hydrogen here, our OH here. We're going to split those two apart. So when we split the two apart though, we've got some ends that need to be satisfied. They need to be filled here on the end, because remember, they're out there looking for those electrons. They're looking to share those electrons or to gain electrons. So in this case, they're going to share, which is a covalent bond. So we need an OH here, we need an H here. Where's it going to come from? It comes from H2O. So we're going to split the water. We're going to put one of the OHs here, the remaining H on this side. So this is occurring when we break down a polymer. So dehydration is when we're building, hydrolysis is when we're splitting.